All right, we're gonna crack right into this thing. It should have 40 lands, 8 12 card set boosters. Ones these days have 9. Kind of interesting. And they usually come with a special card that's included in the lands as well. All right, Dominaria United. Nice little sheet, some cool art there. Toss that back in the box. And set the box out of the way. Well, that's pretty. And this is the same guy that's on the Modern Horizons 3 boxes, right? All right. Here's our dice. Oh, it's blue. I'm assuming that's our symbol that we're looking at here. I don't know if you guys do. I kind of tend to use these as like D20s for like D&D and stuff like that. Very rarely do I ever use it as a life counter. Also, if you guys know, I'd love to find out any reason to keep or anything you can do with like the cardboard punch outs on the front of this. Like obviously the +1/+1s are useful, I get that, but I mean, are these kind of just art or there's an actual purpose for like the symbols and stuff? Because I have no clue. I'd love to know. I tend to punch them out because I find that fun, and then I'll just get rid of them. Throw them away. All right, these are our 2 land packs. We've got a couple how to play Magic cards in here. Usually I feel like these end up inside the set. And then we do have 8 set boosters. All right, so let's start with the land packs. We'll get all of these added, and then we'll move on to the set boosters. Okay, wow. So sometimes these cards will come tacoed. Look at that. And I'm not squeezing it either. That is just like, that's just passively. That is ridiculously bad. That is awful. Is there a way to fix that? All right, Herd Migration. Create a 3/3 green beast token for each basic land type among lands you control. That's interesting. I don't think I'm going to scan in any of the lands, even though they're all foil. They're all basic lands that are not full art. I mean, so look at the difference here between these 2 land packs, between the foils and the not. That is terrible. Like, that is actually so bad. It is insane vintage. And I know, like there are a lot of foil cards that are just bent in general, and I get that. I don't know if like the process of making them foil bends them, but for that whole stack to be that bent was kind of bad. All right, pack number 1. This is where we're going to figure out how all of these are laid out, and what we're going to try to do is always open the rare at the end. I feel like that's how I see most people do it, but this first one we're not going to be able to do that because I have no idea where the rare is in the pack. It's a very pretty art card. I'm trying to understand what's good. It looks like, obviously it's a stained glass window, right? But it looks like it's like a dead Pharaoh King. Oh, the booster pack, right? Maybe it gets worse. You know what? That's a good point. It might get worse over time. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that. Add the art card to our collection there. Start off with a nice little foil mountain. All right, I'm going to start actually scanning these in as we go. Is that close enough? I feel like I should probably zoom the camera in a little bit. All right. If I see one, counter non-creature spell. I hate these. I feel like if you're going to have a counter in your deck, you should just have it where it's able to count everything. But apparently that one's worth something. That was like 50 cents. Twinferno. Choose one. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Interesting. So it just basically doubles whatever you do next. That's kind of cool. Oh my goodness, they're all legendary creatures, and they all have this alt art. There's so many of them. 15 cents. Yeah, it does specify basic lands. Ooh! Oh, that's one of the ones we're looking for. That's this, if you look this ways, it's 5th. Silverback Elder. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tap, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, or you gain 4 life. And it's a 5/7. Heck yeah, that's one of the cards we're looking for. Let's go. Now the question is, how much is this guy worth? $5.21. That's correct. Nice. Look at us go. Okay, so we've already got one of our, I don't know, 10 chase cards that we're looking for. It's a rare. It's a double. It's a full art. And it's a foil. Surely that's worth something. Like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way that's scanning. It's like, there's no way you guys could even read that. Like, it's so, there's so much going on there. Oh, there it is. in foil. Yeah, that's $4.73 right there. That's not bad. We're gonna keep the ones that are worth something off here to the side. Okay, and then the end is an artifact creature golem. 22. Perfect. Okay. So set that guy off to the side here. I keep these guys just ever so slightly in frame so you guys can see them. What are we looking at for that? Because that was an incredible pack. Yeah, it was $13 worth of cards. $12.50 of cards in the first pack. 2 really big hits. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good for the first one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. And we have already made... What was the cost on this one? I think it was like... Let me check. $49. So that's kind of what we're shooting for. We're trying to get to $49 worth of cards in order to break even on this one. So pack number 2, here we go. Set there. So based off the last one, this was an uncommon. This was a rare. This was a mythic. The odds that it's the same this time, I'm not sure. But that's what it was last time. So we're going to leave it the exact way it is so that way hopefully it stays the same. Protect the Negotiators. So that's our uncommon that was all the way at the back. Okay, all right. So that plane's full art worth $1.67. That's pretty good. Certainly more than $1. I don't know how... We're going to keep that one out. Not in the stack because anything over $1 I put in a binder. But it's not quite as good as these guys. These guys were really good hits. All right, so we'll save that and we'll keep going. Citizen's Arrest. When a Citizen's Arrest enters the battlefield, exile target creature planeswalker an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. For 3. That's not bad at all. Player Binding. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield, you gain 2 life. So it's basically the same as the last card we just read, only it costs 2 more and you gain life. And you can play it as like an instant. Kind of interesting. Although not a crazy good card. And it is interesting that we had 2 cards that were basically the same card right next to each other. Alright, so now we're looking at our rares. Briar Hydra is worth 50 cents, which is not fantastic for a rare. And our last one, the Elder Dragon War, which is a saga. Again, just 50 cents. So both the rares there were kind of a bust, I'm not gonna lie. Compared to the last pack, the fact that we got 2, like a land and an uncommon that were worth more than these guys is kind of funny. But again, not a terrible pack. We got something that we can put in a binder out of it. So, next pack, pack number 3. I mean, they're not doing anything crazy. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, you create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. I feel like that is super underpowered for what a commander usually is. Hey, we got another one. Another Silverback Elder. Look at this go. Another $5 card. $5.21. Got 2 of those now. We're going to stack them right on top of each other. Herd Migration. Is this one of them? No, it's not. Not that I see on our list at least. Herd Migration in foil is 65 or 30 cents. Nothing crazy. All right, so this is the back. We know that's fine. And the last time the back card was a rare. So I'm feeling like the back card can actually be anything. But I think we're going to leave it right where it is. And we're just going to keep going through these from top to bottom. So our rare is a legendary creature, Phyrexian Human Wizard. Irtai Resurrected. When it enters the battlefield, I choose up to 1. Counter target spell activated ability or triggered ability. Its controller draws a card. Or destroy another target creature or planeswalker. Its controller draws a card. I'm going to bet this is not worth a lot because, again, it doesn't do a lot. Like, there's not a lot happening here. $1.30. That's probably about what I expected. The fact that you can come in with flash at any point is kind of cool as a counter, and you get your commander in. Sure. Or I would more likely probably include it as just a creature in a deck, honestly. Pack number 5. We have 3 really good cards so far, and some cards that are worth more than $1. Let's so we're halfway right now. Let's check value. Yeah, we're looking at $30.42, and again, we paid $49 for this, so that's kind of where we're trying to hit here. That's our target. Here we go. Historian Boon. It's worth $1.04. Whenever Historian Boon or another non-token enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, and whenever the final chapter ability of a saga you control triggers, you create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. So hear me out. You combine it with that saga we were talking about earlier. where the last one is that you create a 4/4 red flying creature token, and then whenever it triggers to create it, you also create another. That would be really neat to have. You have this on the board with one of those. That'd be pretty cool. All right, Shauna Purifying Blade. Lifelink at the beginning of your end step, you may pay X. If you do, you draw X cards, and X can't be greater than the amount of life you gained this turn. So you have to be gaining life. That's interesting. Let's see, what's that card worth? It's a mythic, so it should be worth something, you would hope, and it is worth a grand total of 49 cents. Woohoo! It's not bad. Like, I feel like that would be kind of cool in a life gain deck. We got a couple good cards there. Looking at $33.50-ish. Right about there. All right, 3 packs left. And we still need to recoup, like, what if we're at 33? We need to make it to 50. You got to have 17 more? We need $17 out of these 3 packs in order to break even on the bundle. I feel like it's probably not likely, but it's going to be worth a shot. Ooh, okay. Our rare is a land. How much that land is only worth? Oh, that's the wrong set. Let me make sure we're doing the right set here. 261, 74 cents. Not worth anything. And the last one in foil. Oh, hold up. This one's worth $1.50. Hair Asunder. Take a look at it. Kicker, you pay 1 and a black. Exile target artifact or enchantment if this spell was kicked. Exile target non-land permanent instead. I feel like we looked at this earlier, right? Didn't we? Did we see another one of these? Yeah, we did. We did already look at that one. We have another one, but this one's in foil, which makes it cooler. Way cooler. It's so much cooler if it's in foil. Okay, we're down to 2 packs, and we have a little over $10 still to recoup on this in order for us to break even. Yep. Okay, here we go. Valiant Veteran. Is that one of our? It's not one of our chase cards. Other soldiers you control get +1/+1. You can exile it from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control. I could see this being worth it in some decks. Man, it's just not worth it. It just doesn't have the value there. 47 cents. And the last card is a common that is happen to be foil, but it's not going to be worth anything. 25 cents not foil, and 25 cents with foil. Okay, so that one we didn't get anything out of, so we're down to 1 pack. 1 pack left for this Dominaria bundle. We're currently at $40.09, so I need $9 worth of cards out of this pack. Out of these 12, I need $9 worth of cards just to break even. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see what happens, but I'm thinking it's unlikely. This one's probably gonna be about, it won't be as bad as the Modern Horizons 3 bundle I bought. I got $40 worth of cards out of that one and spent $90 on it. So King Darian the... Oh, that's a big number. I don't even want to try to figure out. So X would be 10. L is 50, right? So 10 less than 50 would be 40. 40 plus 5, 8. So 48th? King Darian the 48th. Am I doing Roman numerals right on that? And that is 204. That is worth 50 cents. That's our rare, ladies and gentlemen. We may have just busted big time. Oh, we did. Oh, it's bad. The Phyrexian Viscerator in foil is worth a gigantic 24 cents. No. Oh, that was rough. That was rough, that last pack. We wanted a lot, and it looked like that King Darian might have been worth something, but it was only 50 cents. So in total, $42.28 for the Dominaria United bundle, and we paid $49 for it. So we only lost $7 in value, theoretically, right? We're not selling all of these for 12 to 10 cents a piece, obviously, but we got 2 of the Silverback Elders, a Herd Migration, and a Shivian Reef. We got some good cards. We got a lot of okay cards, but overall we did get some value out of it. Not all of the set boosters were completely pointless.